The places I've been now, the places I know. I play what I'm dealt and I learn as I go. It brings me closer.
Hello world, I'm Conor Cunningham, drummer for Who's on Third. Just want to take a few minutes out of my day, my busy, hectic schedule, to talk about some common things that people want to learn to do on the drums. Let's talk triplets. Triplets, okay, probably most made famous, John Bonham, Moby Dick, amongst many other songs he's done them in. They can be quite useful to the intermediate drummer, the beginner drummer, and the pro drummer. I want to teach them to you the way I learned them, and I want to give you some examples so that you can implement them in your playing tastefully. That's the key. So the first tip I have to give you about playing triplets properly is, in your bass drum, if you can find either a small mammal, very and cute, or a toddler, no older than 2 to 3 years old, you want to trap him in here. And then when you hit the bass drum, you want to try and deafen it, because that's going to give you some extra kickback when you hit the pedal. That's basically what I do for every show. Like fresh toddler, fresh animal, and good to go. So a triplet is actually way easier to do than it would sound. It's very intimidating when you hear it. You think John Bonham, and Christ, he's great, no matter what, for sure. But it's not that difficult. What you're doing is, you're going to lead with your right, okay? Right, left foot. You can also count 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. But what worked for me over the years has always been right, left foot, because it's going to apply later on. Because necessarily, I'm not saying 4, I'm not saying, tom-tom, I'm not saying bass, because you're going to be all over the place. That's what gives that characteristic sound in Moby Dick, because he's all over the place with it. But always think right, left foot, 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 right, left foot. It's going to give you that nice little roll going. Okay, so I'm going to first show you an example of, how you commonly would play triplets on a drum kit at a medium speed, building up a little bit, kind of varying, just to give you an indicator of what you can do for that. Now I'm going to break it down for you. Now I don't have a metronome, but just know that from like I said, it's going to be right, left foot, and I'm thinking that in my head every time I'm hitting them. So this one is at a very slow speed. I pick it up just to give you an indication, where you can go with it, and then I bring it back down. So here's an example of, well, I actually don't play it because I'm in a pop band. I'm a little sissified, but if I was in a rock and roll band, I would play something like I'm about to show you. I think it's tasteful, very pleasing to the ears, if you will, and yeah, common thing. Again, I'm Conor Cunningham, drummer Who's on Third. I hope it was informative. I just made it out basically to be clear, concise, to the point, and not seem like a weirdo. Hope you found it useful. Rock and roll.